Okay, so we're gonna start kneeling. So if you just make your way onto your mat, don't worry about where you are. As long as you're kneeling down, you are good. And we'll start with a few breaths as we always do. So roll your shoulders back and down, shake out anything that you need to shake out, close your eyes, and start with a big breath in through your nose. Take a really big breath out and kind of push the air out a little bit more than you might normally. Take a big breath in. Really fill your lungs, fill up all the way to the top. And then a slow breath out, really control the exhale. And go again, inhale. Slow exhale. Inhale. And slow exhale. Blink open your eyes. And we're going to start with a little bit of a warm-up doing some cars. So they're just controlled like rotations of our joints. We're going to do the neck, the back, and the shoulders. So you can stay kneeling. Sorry, I should have said, if kneeling is so not comfortable for you and you'd rather kneel with a couple of blocks in between your legs or sit on your bum, go for it. I want you to feel comfy when we're doing these. The idea is we want everything else to be tense. So we want everything else to stay engaged so that this movement is definitely coming from the neck rather than kind of like the rest of the body moving too. So hands in fists is often really, really helpful. You bring your hands down by your side, squeeze them towards the floor, take a breath in. And then on your exhale, bring your chin towards your chest. So really, really curl in. Feel that pull in just underneath your neck. And then twist so that your chin is over towards your left shoulder. Like you could tap your left shoulder with your chin, but keep your right shoulder back. And then we're going to side bend. So you're taking your left ear to your left shoulder. A big circle all the way around until you're side bending to the right ear to right shoulder. Good, chin to right shoulder as if you were looking over it. And then chin slides all the way to center. We'll do the opposite. So really pull chin to center, everything else stays still. Maybe hands are still in fists. Chin comes to right shoulder. Good, side bend, ear to right shoulder, keep the left shoulder down. Circle all the way around, left ear, left shoulder. Chin to left shoulder. And chin to chest. If it feels really uncomfortable on the way around the back, just make the movement a little bit smaller. We'll go again. Chin to chest. Feel that curl in. Chin to left shoulder. Ear to left shoulder. Keep the left shoulder, right shoulder down. Circle all the way around. Right ear, right shoulder. Chin to right shoulder. And chin to chest. Go the other way. Chin to right shoulder. Ear to right shoulder. Circle all the way around. Left ear, left shoulder. Chin to left shoulder. And chin slides all the way to the chest. Good. This time we're going to kneel up. We need a little bit more space. So you're going to be kneeling up on your mat. Find a slight tuck in your tailbone and really squeeze your knees down into the ground. Squeeze your bum. Keep your core nice and strong. We don't want to kind of have like a forward back movement. We want to keep everything really, really straight and still. So again, hands are going to come down by your sides, maybe in fists if that kind of helps keep you engaged. Take a breath in. In fact, no, I'm lying to you. You're going to bring your hands across your chest. Sorry. So hands across your chest because we're moving into the spine. So take a breath in. And then on your exhale, I want you to curl your elbows into your belly. So you're kind of finding this like round in, but we're not sending the hips forward. We're just keeping everything else still. And then just like we did with the neck, we're going to twist so that it's like we're looking to the left. Pull the right hip back in space. Then we're going to find this side bend where you're lifting the right rib cage and curling into the left side. Big circle all the way around. Don't push the hips forward. Keep the glutes engaged. Side bend to the right. Good, twist to the right, like you're looking to the right hand side, and then curl everything back to center. We'll do the reverse. Twist to the right. Pull that left hip back. Side bend to the right. Lift into the left rib cage. Create some space and then nice big circle all the way around. Side bend to the left. Twist to the left. And come to center. Good, take a breath in. Exhale, pull everything in. Find that big curl in. Don't let the hips come too far forward. Twist to the left. Side bend to the left. Find a circle all the way around till you're side bending to the right. Twist to the right. and come back to center. Good. We'll reverse. Twist to the right. Side bend to the right. Big circle all the way around, side bend to the left. Twist to the left. Come to center and come back up. Okay, we've got one more kind of these articulations, and we're going to do them with the shoulders. So you're going to have your arms out in front of you, and again, we want everything to remain quite still. So I really want you to work on keeping maybe the hands in fists or fingers together, so we're not kind of moving too much into the arms. Think about creating a V shape. We're not all the way out in like a T, we're not all the way forward, somewhere in between. And then just pull your arm bones back into their sockets, like you're trying to really squeeze your shoulder blades together. Feel what that feels like. And then do the opposite. So really round the shoulder blades, like you're spreading the shoulder blades on your back, slightly rounding the back, but we're not moving the hips. Do that again. Squeeze the shoulder blades, and then round and send your arms forward. Now we're going to add a bit more of a circle. So shoulders are going to come up to the ears, then pull them back. Shoulders come down and then send them forward. One more like that, up to the ears. Pull them back, pull them down, and bring them forward. Now from the lower point, bring them back. Then up to the ears. Then bring them forward. Good, one more, down, together, up, and forward. Good. Come to hands and knees. We're going to continue that same movement, similar movement, in the shoulders, but on hands and knees, and just seeing what that feels like. So you're going to bring your shoulders above your wrists. You've got the slight turn out in your hands, as we've done in all of our classes, that like index finger facing forward. And just take a breath in, and then on your exhale, really press the ground away, and imagine that you're trying to really fill the space between your shoulder blades, like you're pulling back from your chest. So press into the floor, fill the space between the shoulder blades, and then do the opposite. Take a breath in and begin to squeeze your shoulder blades and really trying to isolate the movement in the shoulders. So you're not kind of moving your lower back, we're really, really moving through the upper back, through the shoulder blades. So press the ground away, take an exhale, really round the upper back, and then squeeze the shoulder blades. Inhale. One more, exhale, press the ground away, press into the knees, the tops of the feet, dome the upper back, and then release and squeeze your shoulder blades like you're puffing up your chest. Good, release. Sit back on your heels for a second, roll your shoulders back, take a wiggle, take a big breath in, and a really big breath out. Okay, we're going to repeat that one more time, but you have the option to do that from a plank rather than from hands and knees if you would prefer. If that felt like enough for you, or if you do it in plank and you're like, oh, change my mind, just come back to hands and knees. Hands and knees is more than fine. So, coming forward, either you're staying on hands and knees or you're extending your legs back behind you in plank pose. We're just going to do the exact same thing. We're going for 5 of these. So, take a breath in. Exhale, press the ground away, really dome between the shoulder blades, pressing between your, press your feet down, your hands down, really round, and then inhale, squeeze. Let the shoulders drop, squeeze the shoulder blades. Exhale, push away. 4, squeeze, inhale. 3, press away. Inhale, squeeze. 2, press away. Inhale, squeeze. Good, last one, push away. This time, hold at the top. Tuck your chin towards your chest, look towards your toes. Press, press, press. Can you really keep that dome hold for 5, 4, press, press 3, press into the hands 2, and then release on 1. Bring your bum back towards your heels, bring your shoulders back, hands rest on your lap, close your eyes. Big breath in. Let it all go, exhale. Okay, blink open your eyes. We're going to add on again. So again, hands and knees, more than fine. If you'd rather do this in plank, do it in plank. If you change your mind, all good. We'll start on hands and knees and then we'll move on. So we're going to find that same sort of rounded shape, that real big press of the ground away, which is going to be really useful, a really useful pattern to create and a really a good place to have strength in for forearm stand. So take a breath in, exhale, press the ground away, find that dome, and then maybe you step into plank, maybe you stay on hands and knees, both are fine. Take another inhale, but keep the dome. This time, exhale, draw your right knee into your chest. Now really squeeze the thigh high, press the ground away, keep the dome, hold for 3,
2, 1. Right foot steps back, take an inhale, keep that dome. Exhale, draw your left knee into your chest, hold for 3. Keep pressing into the hands, 2, 1. Left foot back, drop your knees and take a rest. Shoulders back and down, take an inhale. And take a big breath out. Okay, we are going one more time. We're just going to move a little bit faster. You can do this on hands and knees, or you can find plank. No, you can rest or change your mind at any point. Tuck your toes. If you're coming into plank, lift your knees. Take a breath in. Exhale, press the ground away, round between the shoulder blades. Take an inhale as you are, keep the round. Exhale, draw your right knee in. Inhale, right foot back. Exhale, left knee in. Inhale, left foot back, right knee. Keep the dome. Inhale back, left knee. Inhale back, right knee. Keep pressing, keep working hard. Left knee. Good, you've got 2 more each side. Right knee. Back, left knee. Back, exhale, right knee, hold for 3. Press more, squeeze the thigh high. 2. Step it back, left knee. 3. Press more. 2. And then step all the way back. Drop your knees, sit back on your heels, inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, big cactus with the arms, squeeze your elbows down towards your hips, lift your chest. One more like that, inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, cactus your arms, squeeze your shoulder blades and lift your chest. Good, release your hands down. We're coming to hands and knees one more time, but we're going to do something a little bit different. So, beginning to work into a bent elbow position, tuck your toes. And we're still going to find that dome between the shoulder blades. We're just going to play in a different way. Exhale, press the ground away, send your heels back. We've done this before, hover your knees. Now if this is enough, this kind of rounding, filling the space between the shoulder blades, hovering the knees off of the ground, just drop your knees for a second, stay there, you're going to hold that. If you're up for a challenge and you want to play, we're going to begin to bend the elbows. We're just going to do 2 rounds of this. Know that if 1 round is enough, you're just going to do 1 round. Take a breath in. Exhale, press the ground away. Find that dome of the upper back. Send your heels back. Find your knee hover. Either you stay or begin to drop your elbows back towards your knees and lift back up. It's going to get into your triceps. We're going for 10, 9, 8. Stay hovering if you're hovering. 7, 6, 5. Keep pressing into the hands. 4, 3, especially the base of the thumb. 2, 1. Drop your knees and rest. Shoulders back. Close your eyes if it's helpful. If you'd rather take child's pose than kneel, take a child's pose, that's totally fine. I just like to have my head up. I find it more restful. Take a big breath in. Wiggle it out. Take a big breath out. Okay, last drill like this, really working our arms, working our triceps. Come forward, hands and knees. Take a breath in. Exhale, round, dome the space between your shoulder blades. Tuck your toes, send your heels back. You're staying or you're bending your elbows. Either way, we're going for 10. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, breathe. 5, really press through the arms. 4, 3, 2, 1, drop your knees, and this time drop onto your elbows and just come down to lying on your bellies in Sphinx pose. So your elbows are going to stay down, hips are going to stay down. Take an inhale, pull your chest forward. Take a big exhale, hips are nice and heavy, shoulders roll back and down. And one more like that, big breath in, and a really big breath out. We're going to do 1 set of forearm plank, 1 more kind of drill before we actually begin to find a dolphin shape, before we then begin to come to the wall. Palms together, interlace your fingers. Tuck your toes, we have done this before. Take a breath in. On your exhale, tuck chin to chest. You're going to ripple through the spine. So we want to find that dome, and then as soon as you found the dome, you begin to dome the lower back as well, and then maybe the thighs, if maybe the knees, if maybe you come all the way up, and exhale, roll all the way back down. Pull your chest up. Exhale, chin to chest, dome between the shoulder blades, lift up. And lower all the way back down. Take a breath in, lift the chest, almost like cat-cows. Exhale, tuck chin to chest, dome between the shoulder blades, press into the elbows, and you're gonna hold it. You could stay or release and take the right arm back towards your hip. Hold for 3, single arm, 2, chest up, 1, swap over, or you're just holding it. Hold for 3, 2, 1, drop down your knees. Walk your hands back towards your bum at the back of your mat and grab your block. Okay, this is where the real fun starts. Now, you can rest whilst I talk you through this, so enjoy your rest. So you're gonna bring your palms onto the outside of your block or your book. So I really want you to kind of work on that squeeze. We really want to work our arms. We want to have engaged arms when we do forearm stand, which sounds like a really silly concept, but we want to be active in it. Like we want to push the ground away rather than just kind of trying to balance on them. We do want a bit of strength there as well. So that pushing away is what we're going to work on right now. You're going to have your hands around your block, palms facing in. You're going to tuck your toes. I'm going to show you first and then we'll do it together. Round your spine, so find that fill between the shoulder blades that we've worked on a lot today. Tuck your toes and lift up into dolphin. Now if your knees are bent in dolphin, like don't worry about it, totally fine. If they're not, that's great too. Now press the ground away, take a breath in, and take a breath out. Now on your inhale, we're going to go head towards block. Exhale, push the ground away. You're going to walk your feet in. You're going to lower, push the ground away, and walk your feet in until you feel like you can't go any further. And then we'll pause, hold the top of our dolphin, and then release, rest, and we'll go again. We're going to do 2 rounds of this. You've totally got it. If you reach your maximum range, like as far in as you can go before I do, totally fine. Just hold the dolphin and come down when you need to. Don't start too close together, maybe start a little bit further back. Okay, so let's come into our semi-tabletop position. Hands around your block, elbows are down, your knees are down. You're gonna round between the shoulder blades, tuck your toes, and lift up into dolphin. Okay, take a breath in. Exhale, push the ground away actively with the outside edges of your arms. And then inhale, tap the block. Exhale, push away. Good, walk your feet in. Inhale, head to block. Exhale, push away. Walk in. Inhale, head to block. Exhale, push away. We're going to try 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, push away. Step in 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale, push away. This time hold. Press with the outside edges of your arms. For 3. Dome between the shoulder blades. 2. And 1. Release. Drop your knees. Bring your bum back to your heels. As I said, if a child's pose is what you need right now, do one of those. Otherwise, hands on your lap, close your eyes. We'll take 2 breaths together. Big breath in. Big breath out. Big breath in. And big breath out. Okay. Last round. Last one of these before we move to the wall. Hands clasp your block. Knees come back a little bit. Press the outside edges of the arms down. Dome between the shoulder blades, so little tuck, and then tuck your toes and lift your hips into dolphin. Breath in. Press the ground away, breath out. Inhale, tap the block. Exhale, push away. Walk your feet in. Inhale, tap the block. Exhale, push away. Walk your feet in. Inhale. Exhale. Walk your feet in. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Walk your feet in. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Hold for 5 this time. Press through the elbows, round the upper back. 4. If your knees are bent, don't worry. 3. Press through the outside edges of the arms. 2. And 1. Wiggle out your arms a little bit. Close, shut, wrap, shut. Roll your shoulders back. Take a big breath in. Take a big breath out. And then take an opportunity to rest whilst I talk you through this bit on the wall. Okay. So I've got the wall in front of me and we're not going to kick up to the wall. We're not going to work on kicking up today. I just want to work on finding that forearm stand shape where you're stacking your shoulders and your hips. Now,
because you're watching a video, you're not going to be able to do this right now, but when you practice this later, I recommend that you video yourself, because if you video yourself, then you can see where you are, because sometimes our proprioception of where we are in space is a little bit off. So it can often be really, really helpful to see where you are in space if you've not got like another person to tell you. So you're going to come to the wall. You need your block for this, so have your block nearby the wall, or you're going to set your chair up in a similar way. So we want the distance between ourselves and the wall to be about a leg's distance. So great, about a leg. In fact, I need to wiggle in a little bit, so here. And then I'm going to spin myself round, and I'm going to place my feet are here. This is where my elbows need to be. So my block's going to come a little bit further forward. I'm going to drop my knees down and bring my elbows to around about where my feet were. My block is going to be back in between my hands, and we're just going to start off with that dolphin that we've already done today. So you don't have to do this with me if you don't want to, you can watch, and then we're going to do 2 to 3 rounds together. So from here, we're going to round the space between the shoulder blades again, press through the outside edges of the elbows, and come to dolphin, but my heels are on the wall, or near the wall. From here, I'm going to squeeze one heel to my bum, and then where my foot lands, or where my toes are, it lands on the wall. From there, I'm going to push that foot that's on the wall into the wall to help me lift my other foot up. Now both feet are on the wall. And then from there, I'm going to begin to straighten my legs. So as you can see, my bum is over my shoulders. I'm pressing the ground away, doming the space between my shoulder blades, and then I'm going to come back down. If that seems like something that's very, very scary to you, you might today just work on creating the confidence to walk your feet up and down the wall a couple of times. Like if that's where you're at, that is so fine, awesome. You write it down in your yoga journal as where you are right now, and then you know where you want to get. Like maybe your next step would be to have the confidence to begin to straighten your legs. So I'm going to walk you through that again, and we're going to find probably 2 holds at the wall. If you're really, really confident at this stage already, like you've practiced this before, you can already do this, I still want you to work on it with us, because sometimes if you're struggling to find balance in forearm stand in the middle of the room, it's a lack of confidence sometimes, which obviously, because we're not kicking up to a wall, you're going to have some sense of confidence anyway. But also that stacking movement is going to be really helpful when we move into the middle of the room at a later stage. And as I say, if you video yourself after this, you'll be able to see kind of where you're at. So we'll just do it together. Now, when we're holding this, we're not going for a max hold where we're going to collapse on the floor. So when you feel, although we are pushing ourselves and working hard, I don't want you to be at a stage where you feel you're going to fall. So if you need to come down, come down. We're going to aim for about 30 seconds. If that's too much for you, that's totally fine. Make note of where you're at and attempt or aim to have a little bit more next time. I'm waffling. We're going to go again. So, palms on the block, elbows down. Your toes are kind of near the wall. You're going to round your upper back. From here, press into the elbows, lift up the hips. You're in dolphin pose, your heels are on the wall. Squeeze one heel to your bum, don't worry about which one, just whichever one feels good, and then toes land on the wall. From there, press that foot into the wall to draw your other foot up. Maybe you just keep both knees bent and this feels like enough. Maybe you begin to straighten your legs. If your legs are straight, push the ground away, round the upper back. We're just gonna hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, pull belly button towards spine, press the ground away, 3, 2, bend your knees, and step one foot down at a time. 1. Shoulders back and down. Take a big breath in. And take a big breath out. Okay. We are going to repeat that one more time. This is going to be part of your homework as well, this sort of like videoing the shaping thing. If you're really, really struggling with it and it's just not making sense to you at all, even once you've like videoed yourself, just send me a message and we'll talk about it. Okay, I'll stop ruffling. We'll go in again. Remember, if you need to come down before, come down before. So hands are on your block. Elbows are down. Round the space between your shoulder blades.
Tuck your toes, dolphin at the wall, heel on the wall, heel to bum, squeeze, and then toes land on the wall. Press those toes into the wall, and right toes are going to land alongside it. If your knees need to stay bent, keep them bent. If you've got it in you to straighten your legs, straighten your legs. Round the spine. So really press the ground away. Pull belly button to spine. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Bend your knees. One foot down, other foot down. Drop your knees. Your shoulders back and down. Close your eyes. Big breath in. Really big breath out. Blink open your eyes. We're going to stretch this out a little bit. Okay, grab hold of your books or your block. If you've got 2, you can use 2. If you've only got 1 will be okay. And then set them up on whatever height feels, well, you can change your mind. The lower the height is, the easier this is going to feel. If you need a little bit more height, you could go all the way up here if you want to, but you could go somewhere in, I'm going to go for middle height. So I'm going to kind of come back to that hands and knees position, and then rest my elbows on top of the block and bring my palms together. From here, you're going to begin to drop your head down in between your blocks. You could do this on one block if you've got quite small shoulders. Men tend to find this one a bit harder if you've only got one block. And then if you want to make your blocks a bit higher, then do. Maybe just pull the heel of your hands and the thumbs towards the base of your neck. Let your head hang heavy. Let your shoulders drop. And slow your breathing down here. So after all that hard work, we really want to just let ourselves slow. Imagine that you're wrapping the outside edges of your arms down. Like you're wrapping the outside edges of your armpits down. Take one more breath in. Long breath out. And then just press into your elbows to bring you all the way back up. Bring yourself onto your bum. And we're going to take a mini shavasana, mini rest at the end of the practice. Now, if you want to continue just to stretch out the fronts of the shoulders a little bit, you could come into a lying position with your block underneath you. You can have 1 or 2 for this. 1 is totally fine. And you're going to have that like lengthways, either lowest height or medium height, but we'll start lowest height. And then this one would be like a little pillow. So that's more like, I know you can't see this, but you've got them like this, so like a T. So this one is going to come, the bottom of this one's going to come just below your bra strap. Or if you've not got a bra strap, imagine where it would be. And then this is like a little pillow, your head's going to come on top. You can have your knees bent, you can have your legs straight, you could come into Supta Baddha Konasana, so like feet together and knees out. And then you just kind of cactus your arms out to the sides and really stretching out the fronts of your shoulders. If you've not got a yoga block, you can use a towel in between your shoulder blades, that works really nicely too, or a rolled up blanket. And if this feels really uncomfortable and you don't want to do it, and you'd rather just take a few breaths lying down on your back flat, that's fine too. But either way, let's all make our way to lying. Close your eyes. And after all of that hard work, just kind of end by slowing things back down again. And I know I say this at the end of every class, but I really want you to take the time to do this, because proving to yourself in action, with this action, that rest is just as important as the active stuff, is a really important thing to do. We're only here for 10 breaths, but they are long and slow. With every exhale, be a bit heavier. Let go of a little bit more.